Probably 90% of the people that we sit down with for the very first time don't really have an idea of when they can retire, how they're going to retire. Welcome to the Retire and Thrive podcast, that we will help you live your life with purpose, wealth, and confidence. I'm Dan Langworthy, founder of Fortress Financial. I've been a financial advisor now for 35 years.
My name's Cami Raisler. I am a TV anchor in Minnesota and a friend of Dan's. So Dan, my first question for you is, why in the world do you want to start a podcast right now? You're a busy man. You have so much going on. A podcast is something you seem to be pretty passionate about.
The main purpose of this is just to educate people. And of course, everybody likes to do podcasts. And our intent here is to just educate people. And at the end of the day, make sure that they make good decisions with their money.
Thinking of retirement, how are you able to resonate with people and kind of focus on some of the other things besides finances?
Really, you can break down finance into one of two categories. You're either in the accumulation phase or you're in the distribution phase.
Yes, there are a lot of financial podcasts out there. How will this podcast be different?
I think when it comes to finance and financial podcasts, I think it does get to be very overwhelming. So we're going to take this complex world of finance, we're going to break it down, we're going to easy kind of chewable, easy bites to swallow, if you will. One of the things that'll be different is, when I wrote the book, Retire and Thrive, there are lessons in there about retirement, but let's not forget the thrive part of it. You deserve this. You have worked for all of these years to enjoy life. And again, I don't want to get too granular here, but at the end of the day, when you enter that chapter of retirement, you've got a window to enjoy it. Let's embrace that. What's important to you? But I think a financial advisor is very important because you want to make sure while you're on this journey that you find someone who resonates with really ultimately what you're after.
You wrote this because you are passionate about it. You're not trying to make a buck off a book. You really want to help people. Why is that? Why is that so important to you to help others?
We're going to embrace what retirement really should look like. And for me, that's why it's really important. It's not about accumulating a bunch of money and hoarding it so that when you're gone, that either your kids or organizations get a bunch of your money. It's about how do you embrace that next chapter? And again, we're going to give you some tools on that.
And we're so happy that you're on this journey with us because we're starting a podcast because we want to help others. Please like and subscribe to this channel because we're starting right now, and we are hoping to grow and create a relationship with you and maybe educate you in certain ways that you didn't even know you needed some education on. So we look forward to that. And we thank you so much for joining us today.